No questions for me. Okay, there you
You
go.
can start telling about the film.
The film is a story of like how in Hindus, actually in Indian mythology, we believe ki janam janam ka saath hota hai. We believe that, soulmates. We believe in people when they get married or when they're made for each other. We are made for each other in many, many, many different lives. So this is a story of two people who meet in many different lives as different people and have different love stories. So it's three different love stories, one in 1910, one in 1960, and one in 2012. And it's the same two people who are born as different people, have different lives completely, different personalities completely, and their love stories. And we've just kept it to three. We'll keep three more for later. Yes.
Okay, so Priya, you played three different characters in three different eras. Which one did you enjoy playing the most, and which one do you identify with?
Well, of course, I identify with 2012 the most because it's the most like me. But I also really enjoyed playing the 1910. Very well brought up, very well spoken, kind of a movie actress. So they're all three are so different from each other that I think what I enjoyed more than each character was creating the disparities between the three. I think I enjoyed that more. Yes.
Hi.
Is it true you wanted to play more than three characters?
Is it what?
Is it true you wanted to play more than three characters in the film?
I did in Watsurashi. I played 12. But no, I mean not in this.
Okay.
That's not true. We had a bunch of ideas,
Right.
and we kept asking people. We couldn't think of the aptest title for the film for the longest time. But Teri Meri Kahaani was something that we loved from the beginning. But we thought that maybe, we could come up with something a little bit more innovative or whatever. But we loved Teri Meri Kahaani the whole time because it just it encapsulates the film completely because it's their story in every lifetime. So we couldn't come up with anything better, so we think that this is the best title for the film.
Thank you.
Priyanka, I'm Eric from cinemajournal.com. Welcome to London. It's nice seeing you in the flesh for the first time. What I was going to ask is, did you watch any films of the past to get any inspiration for the characters you're playing? Because obviously you're doing different time zones, and we've seen films like Madhumati and maybe Om to a little aspect and similar topics.
Well, no, I didn't watch any of the movies because I was playing a real character in 1960s, and there are no films that I could watch for 1910 anyway. But for 1960 was the only one which we thought about that for a little while, but it didn't make sense because when you watch movies of that time, they're acting.
Right.
And we wanted it to be what their real lives would be. We didn't want it to be like what it would be in a movie.
Right.
We wanted it to be what would the backstage life of an actress in the 1960s be. So I couldn't watch anything for reference. It was all imagination and being an actor, I guess. And Kunal,
Thank you very much. Best of luck.
thank you.
Yeah? Okay, so lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
If you could just go over and explain the story very briefly for us again.
Well, in India we believe that when two people love each other and they get married, they're married for 7 lifetimes. And this is a story of 3 lifetimes. Well, love stories of 3 lifetimes where the same two people, it's like soulmates. The same two people meet in every lifetime and they're separate love stories. So it's 3 different love stories brought into one film. One is in 1910, one is in 1960, and one is in 2012.
And who are the characters in each period?
The characters in 1912, Shahid's character is called Javed and my character is called Aradhana. And he's a philanderer, a guy who, sleeps with every girl in the village until he falls in love with, of course, my character. And in 1960, he plays Govind, a struggling musician, and I play a movie actress. And how we fall in love. And in 1912, we're both in different universities, and we meet one night randomly, and how our relationship ends out.
And am I right in thinking that the second character is a real person?
No, none of them are real people. They're all fictitious.
Okay. And which was your favourite time period and your favourite character to play?
I think 1910 technically was my favorite time period because we have no reference to it and it's too far back to know how people really were. I mean, you can see pictures and say that okay, they dressed like this, but you never know how they behaved. So that was fun because we had to imagine it all, and actually it was created by us. But I can't say I have a favorite character. What was favorite for me was all three of them were so different that I liked trying to find the disparity in all three of them more than one character.
Okay. And is there any time era that you'd like to go and explore? Because obviously you've got those three very spread apart.
I probably would. I mean, I would like to go to the 70s and be like a flower child.
That's great. So it's the second time that you've worked with Shahid.
Yes, the second time.
Is it easier to pick up with somebody you've already worked with before?
Definitely, because you already have a rapport. You already know each other. You already know each other as actors. You know how a certain person likes to work and how they behave. So it is definitely easier.
And could you tell us again, I know you mentioned downstairs in the press conference about how you really desperately wanted to dance, but the period that you were shooting and you weren't allowed to dance. Can you just tell us that story again?
Well, there was a song in 1910 where Shahid's character, Javed, is singing the song to me, and he's being just really boisterous and badly behaved, and that's how I am in real life. Just badly behaved, and I was desperately dying to dance, and I wasn't allowed to. I was supposed to be the girl, and I was really annoying me. And finally, the choreographer felt bad for me, and he said, "You know what? At the end of it, why don't you dance too?" And then I did, and we had a great time.
So how long were you in the UK during the film? When was that?
I think last June, about May or June, and we were in Nottingham. We were in Stratford-upon-Avon, and we were there for about 25 days.
And did you get time off to go and explore the cities?
No, that's something we don't get. But I did have a day off where I came to London, and actually I think this was when there was something happened in London that time. There was a big storm or something happened when I was in London. I remember everybody from India was calling me saying, "Oh my God, is everything okay?" And I was like, "What happened?" Because all I did was, I shopped a bit and I was in my room because I had a flight the next day. But that's the only day I had off.
Was it last summer?
Last summer.
Was it during the riots?
The riots, that's what it was. I was thinking it was a storm. It was the riots. And I remember everybody from India calling me saying, "Oh my God, there's riots, and are you alright?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know." I was looking outside my window, but I couldn't see anything. Everybody was fine.
That's not a brilliant impression to get of London. Had you been here before?
London, yes, a million times.
And are there things about the English culture or English customs that you particularly find strange or endearing? Or?
Well, the things I like the best are the scones. But no, besides that, I think, India is really influenced by England anyway. So it doesn't seem strange, the culture and the upbringing and the way we are is very similar of sorts. But I think the things I find, it's forever raining. That is something that really bothers me after a point. But I love England. I love London. I love the people here. I love the warmth that they come with. I love the way they behave and just having fun. People here really know how to have fun.
And this time you're hoping to get a little trip to Hamleys in?
Yes, I really want to. Every time I come, that's the one thing that I definitely do. And I don't see myself being able to do it this time, so I'm trying to blackmail my team to let me go.
Do people recognise you when you walk around in London?
Yeah.
How's it compared to walking around in kind of your home territory?
Oh, you can't compare that. But London has so many Indian people and so many people who know Indian movies that it's the same. But that's alright. People come for pictures, they come for autographs, they'll say hey. And I'd be worried if they didn't.
Do you feel under pressure to always look your best or put on a very public face?
That is a part of the profession. You can't help that. When you become an actor, when you become a public person, that is something you have to do. And it's a price to pay.
Do you think the Indian film industry is changing because there's so much more global audience now?
Yes, it is definitely changing in terms of the stories, in terms of parts, in terms of the way our movies are being accepted around the world, and even countries which don't even speak English, forget Hindi, Germany, Poland, I mean, England I still understand because it's such a huge Indian population, but there are so many countries where you feel like, how and what is the connection, but they just love our movies and it's great.
And so you're recording your album now.
Yes.
And did you work with Katy Perry, or you
No,
ended
no.
up hanging out with Katy Perry?
We were doing a show together and we decided to just meet, and we just hung out for lunch. We're not working together as of now.
And how's the singing going?
It's going well. It's been a long process. It's really new for me, but I have a great team of people I'm working with, and who are really supportive and understand my vision. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to create something India's proud of.
And are there any Western artists that you'd like to work with?
There probably will be a lot of people I'll collaborate with, but it's really early to talk about that right now.
And you took Katy Perry on a rickshaw ride.
I couldn't think of anything more fun to do, and I hadn't been on a rickshaw ride for a really long time, so I was being a bit selfish.
So you're Miss World,
Yes.
and your film career really kicked off with fashion. Do you choose parts to go against that perception of yourself, or how do you pick your roles?
Instinctively. I can't plan it so much. I don't really think about, if I do this, my career is gonna go that way. I can't. I just listen to stories, and if my instinct tells me it's a movie I would love to watch, or if it's a movie that I would love to do, I do it. I don't think about it. So I don't really have a plan. I've never really had a plan.
So you think you'll carry on acting and singing for the foreseeable future?
As of now. I mean, singing was never a part of the plan 3 years ago, and now it is. So it's something new I'm trying. I like pushing the envelope. I like doing things that haven't been done before. I like breaking new boundaries and trying things. Otherwise, you get into this monotonous, vicious cycle of doing the same thing. And I want to be able to grow as a person, and hence I'm trying this. And I have an amazing amount of hugely talented people who really believe in me. So I'm hoping that it'll be something that India and everybody who likes me and my work will be proud of.
And what was it about this film project that particularly grabbed you?
I love the story. I think it's a really feel-good movie. It's a movie that you watch and you come out and you say, that was a cute movie. And I really wanted to do something light like that. And it's not a romantic comedy, it's a love story, but yet it's a light love story. It's not like an epic drama or anything heavy. It's just a really fun movie.
Are you a romantic yourself?
Hugely. Tremendously. I think, which girl isn't? I think, I wear pink.
That's great. Wow, we've covered an awful lot. How are we going for time? Oh, we're okay, or we need to stop now? Okay, well, thank you so much. We've got a lot in there. Thank you very much. I hope it all goes really well.
I hope
with
so
your hectic
too.
schedule.
I know, I hope so too.
Oops, I've just drawn on myself. I hope you get it.
You did.
I did. But yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you get your trip to Hammers in there.
I know, right? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Are we here or do we?
Yeah.